Hey y'all, how are you guys doing today? Today's video is going to be about what mystery message does the universe have for you guys. So basically, what message does the universe have for you guys? I'm going to be pulling some tarot cards on screen and some oracle cards and all of that, so stay tuned. Here are the piles we have to choose from. So we have pile number 1, which is an orange calcite. We have pile number 2, which is the rose quartz. Pile number 3 is the amethyst, and then pile number 4 is another rose quartz. I felt called to pick rose quartz twice, but go ahead and pick whichever pile your intuition is pulling you towards. And I do recommend meditating before you pick a pile. It just kind of helps clear your consciousness, clear your mind a little bit, and kind of reset and go with your intuition more. So I'll see you at your pile. Hi, pile number 1. So if you chose the orange calcite, this is your pile. Let's get started. We have quite a few decks to get through here. Let's start with this deck first. So let's put these away for now. Okay. So what messages does the universe have for you? What messages does the universe have for pile number 1? What messages? Okay, it looks like we got one. And we have invasive. Okay, interesting. Your card that you got, the first card from the deck, is invasive. So for some of you, this is kind of a pretty strong message, and I'm going to try to deliver this in like the most loving way possible. But basically, the universe is saying that some of you guys probably should do a little bit of shadow work. And what that means is it's just a fancy spiritual way of saying that kind of look at yourself, kind of reflect on how you're acting towards others or even yourself, and kind of see these things not as like something's wrong with you or with judgment or anything like that, but with love and kind of compassion for yourself and forgiving for yourself, like forgivingness for yourself. Is forgivingness even a word? But anyways, so basically what I'm seeing here is that maybe some of you guys check to see and leave me a comment if this is true, but the universe is saying that some of you guys might have some negative things that you guys are doing that might be kind of coming from some hurt deep within. Okay, so what I mean by that is, are any of you watching pile number 1 maybe a little bit possessive or have possessive tendencies towards others, or maybe some of you guys are a little bit sarcastic or maybe a little bit hurtful through your sarcasm, or maybe even a little bit too protective of your loved ones or a little bit possessive of your loved ones around you. These are just some examples of the traits. It doesn't mean that you are like this, but Spirit is just kind of saying, like, look within and try to heal these certain characteristics about you, because it's coming from a place of hurt. So, all of us have been through some crap in life, and through that crap and trauma, sometimes we develop these protective mechanisms, to protect ourselves, and sometimes it's unconscious. It's not like any of us are doing this stuff on purpose, Like, God knows how many negative characteristics I have that I'm working on currently. But so those are just some examples of it. Does not mean you have it, but basically kind of look within and see if you kind of see that in yourself, and also know that if you are a little bit hurtful accidentally towards others, or hurtful through sarcasm, or if you're very protective or possessive of certain loved ones, or even possessive and protective of yourself, just know that, hey, you're not. Like, this isn't a message in judgment from the universe. It's just a message of, just love yourself, give yourself compassion if you do recognize any of these patterns, because trust me, we all have these negative patterns, and just to kind of watch yourself when it happens, but know that this isn't you. It's just coming from a hurt place. okay? So you're not trying to hurt anyone, you know, it's just coming unconsciously from like a hurt place, okay? Let's pull a oracle deck. Actually, you know what, let's pick a tarot card regarding this, okay? So I'm gonna pick a tarot card and let's shuffle this one. Let's see what the universe has for us here. I love this deck. I just wish I was better at shuffling. It's the only issue I have. Ooh, okay. So we have, oh my goodness, I literally just dropped my entire deck. But we have the 10 of Cups. Guys, that's my favorite card. Like, everyone knows here that we have, you know, first of all, let's look at this card right here. Do you see how the 10 of Cups, these cute little things here, they're all kind of cheers, you know, they're doing like a cheers to each other. They look so happy. It's like one big family. So the universe is saying that coming soon in your life is all of this happiness. You getting along with people around you, you getting along with your friends, family, and loved ones. But you know, to get to this level where you don't have drama in your life or you don't have strained relationships in your life, it's going to be through you doing some shadow work. Okay, so shadow work, again, I meant to translate this, is basically like, for example, therapy. You know, therapy can be a form of shadow work because you're literally talking about all of this, you know, with like a third party, a trusted individual, and they're helping you sort out your trauma, your feelings. But, you know, for a lot of people who can't afford therapy or don't have time for therapy, even meditation, journaling, you know, reflecting on what happened in your day, or like if there was an argument with someone or some issues with someone, kind of, you know, journaling how you felt in the moment and how they must have felt and what you said, and, you know, not to relive it, but like just to journal it. That's another form of therapy too. You know, honestly, even watching tarot card videos and watching messages like this one, you know, it helps you see a different perspective. Sometimes it helps you reflect on things that you weren't even thinking about. So definitely I see the 10 of Cups, you know, like if you do your shadow work and all of that, and you're kind of reflecting on yourself and your actions, you will get this 10 of Cups, which is like ultimate happiness. That's why it's like my favorite card. So let's pull a few more. So I'm going to use tarot decks now right here. Okay, I think this is the Pause Tarot. It's such a cute deck. Okay, so we have, and guys, I'm taking all uprights today. Okay. Okay, so what we have, the 7 of Wands. So yeah, you know, like a little bit of defensiveness coming up here. A little bit of defensiveness. Guys, leave me a comment below if this is resonating with you. Like, are you guys having issues with people in your life? Is there some hostility or some issues going on in your life? You know, Spirit is saying that all of these can be healed through just a little bit of self-work. And this is not to blame you, okay? This message is not in judgment for your actions or blaming you. This is not your fault. When we're dealt with trauma, we all react a certain way. It's like just our innate nature, and so this is not on you, okay? But we can kind of calm our trauma down. So for example, I'm gonna pull more cards here, but I'm just feeling compelled to tell you guys this. You know, I personally go to therapy because God knows how much trauma I have, unfortunately. But you know, I'm just digging through the past. You know, I talk about all my really uncomfortable memories through the years, and I have someone that's kind of you know, like the therapist, who's kind of going over these thoughts with me and how I feel. And like, you know, for example, if I get into a little argument with my spouse or something like that, and something triggers me for no reason, I kind of, you know, tell my therapist about it, and then we go over it, like, and you know, why were you triggered by this, and where does it come from, you know? So it's not your fault. It's just we're all kind of programmed, unfortunately, by our trauma in the past. But yeah, so I see a little bit of defensiveness coming up here, maybe, you know, regarding people around you, loved ones, etc. So leave me a comment if that resonates. I'm gonna pull more cards here. Spirit, what else can you tell us? Okay, and we have the Five of Swords. There you go, guys. Like, the Five of Swords is all about competition, you know, like some shady things happening around you, kind of battling those around you. You know, look at how this person is carrying all the swords, and like, if you look at their face, it looks like, you know, they're saying, yeah, I told them, you know, like, I told them off, you know, I told those two people in the back. I don't know, I see a tail right here, so I'm assuming those are two people, but I told them off, and I'm holding all the swords, I won. It's like a competition, you know. But I think Spirit wants to say that, you know, you might feel good in the moment telling people off, and you have like this protectiveness to you, and you have this defensiveness to you, but you know, it's not your fault. It's just, this is how we're programmed through all our trauma. So the universe is just saying, kind of go within, heal that trauma as best as you can. I'm being compelled to, you know what, let's pull a few more cards. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles, and then I feel like this kind of wanted to go out. Yeah, so guys, like, there's another message here that, first of all, you know, if you kind of heal this, things are going to be changing for you. And you know, the King of Pentacles right here is someone who's very, very when I see the King of Pentacles, I just see someone who's very well off, you know, like look at them, you know, being all confident, holding the pentacle here. Pentacles are almost always like material wealth, you know, so material wise. But you know, it can be like material, and I also see this as emotional fulfillment too. Yeah, and for some reason I'm getting fertility. I don't know why I just got fertility, but let me clarify the King of Pentacles more. Spirit, can you tell me? Okay, so we have this Three of Wands. So it looks like you guys are working on something. Like, you guys are looking at your future, and oh, okay, this is so crazy. I said you guys are looking at your future, and then I got the Six of Cups, which can sometimes mean like looking at your past, looking over memories. So I wonder if some of you guys, you know, are... So there's a message here from Spirit to kind of work and look towards your future. So you guys, I think, are working on something, or would like to work on more financial abundance and stability. And the Spirit is saying, look to your future, kind of work to your future, kind of resolve some of these you know, some of the trauma that you've had in the past, and stop kind of mulling over the past is the best way to describe this. And I don't mean like stop doing it or anything like that, but to your best of your ability, if you can kind of look towards the future more and not the traumatic things that have happened in the past. For example, if you've had any issues with someone, or someone backstabbed you or kind of acted ill towards you, just know that we're all human. And yes, it's messed up for that person to treat you that way or say that to you, but we're all human, and we're all very, very flawed, and we all have a lot of trauma, you know. So I'm not saying forgive this person who hurt you, or forgive these people that kind of treated you wrong, but you know, just kind of don't pay mind to them. Don't replay those scenarios over and over again, and get kind of, you know, very defensive and kind of in this Seven of Wands, Five of Swords mode. You know, just say, okay, you know what, it's happened, I'm gonna let it go, we're all humans, whatever, you know, and then just focus on building this wealth that you want to build, and financial abundance that you want to build, and look to the future. So let's pull another oracle card. Oh my god, I got so caught up in a reading, guys, that I literally did not even know that the camera is cutting off all these cards. Let me fix that right. Guys, I'm so sorry. I got so focused and so like involved in the message that I didn't even know you guys couldn't see the whole bottom half of my cards here. So I apologize, but I fixed the setup here. Let's go ahead and pull some more oracle cards, okay? Spirit, what other message do you have for pile number 1? What other message? Okay, we have focus. Yeah, guys, so focus on this future right here. Like, Spirit is really telling you to just focus on the future, focus on this financial abundance that you are working towards, and kind of let go of this past. You know, if you've had any issues with someone, or someone hurt you, or let's say even if you maybe hurt them, just kind of let it go. You know, we're all flawed. We've all made mistakes before. I'm not saying you made the mistake. This could just be how someone treated you. But Spirit is saying you don't have to forgive anyone, but just kind of don't look in the past, let it go, really focus on your future. And when you do that, and when you also heal some of this trauma that you've been through, that's when things are going to change for the better, and you'll get your 10 of Cups here. So just kind of focus on the future here, and I'm going to go ahead and pull one more oracle card. Okay, we have one. And it says solitude. So I'm getting a message here that have some of you guys been kind of in like a hermit mode? Like, I'm wondering if some of you guys have been in a hermit mode here. I'm gonna pull some tarot for this. Spirit, can you please clarify this solitude card? Can you please clarify?
Okay. I found this on the web.
Oh my God. Why did Siri just go off when I asked? Siri, I was not even talking to you. I wonder if I said Spirit and...
Sorry, I don't understand.
Okay, let me turn my phone off. I think I said Spirit and, you know, I don't want to say Siri's name. Okay, sorry about that, guys. But okay, so... yeah, guys, look at how Spirit clarified solitude. It brought me, I'm just going to put it here, even though it's clarifying the solitude card. It brought me the 8 of Swords. So, wow. Sorry, forgive me if my battery dies, because it is flashing red. But let me get this message out there. This 8 of Swords means that, you know, it feels like, you know, the 8 of Swords, which clarified this solitude card here. Yeah, I feel like you guys have been kind of in this hermit mode, meaning you're kind of withdrawn a little bit. You have your defenses up, and you kind of feel helpless. It's almost like you feel like, you know, I mean, Spirit is saying that you kind of created this prison for yourself, but this prison is due to this past trauma and the thoughts you're holding, like the defensiveness and this kind of, not necessarily competition, but just kind of not trusting anyone, thinking like the worst of them, not worse for them. You know, what I mean to say is like you're thinking, like you're not trusting people, and you're thinking everyone around you does kind of have some bad intentions. You're very protective of yourself. You're very defensive of yourself. And Spirit is saying that you've kind of created this prison for yourself. And the only way to change this is by kind of healing this trauma and kind of changing your thinking a little bit, which again can happen through therapy, can happen through journaling, can happen through even this tarot card video that you're watching right here, because it's kind of giving you this message that this might be happening and how to change it. And that's how things are going to change with this Wheel of Fortune here, is when you kind of start looking to the future more, kind of focusing on yourself, kind of stop looking at the past and people who've kind of hurt you, and kind of heal this trauma that has happened to you in the past, so that way you can kind of change. And we even have like the dragonfly here, which signifies change, and that is what is going to make you a lot happier, and you're not going to feel like this kind of imprisoned, helpless, and kind of like you are a victim of the world. And it's actually going to empower you, and things are going to change for the better, and you'll finally get this 10 of Cups that you've been wanting. And just continue focusing on your financial abundance and the future. Kind of let go of this past right here and kind of move forward is the major message here. Pile number 1, please tell me in the comments below if this resonates. I would love to hear from you, and the best of luck. Bye guys. Hey y'all, pile number 2, you're at the right place if you chose the rose quartz. If you guys also watch pile number 1, I got a little cold, so I put my pink sweater on, but it's like 28 degrees Fahrenheit out here. But anyways, guys, let's get started on what messages does the universe have for you. Okay, so what is something the universe wants to tell you? Okay, so let's get started. By the way, I'm hoping we have, ooh. Okay, so I'm being called to pick this card, Devoted, and then I'm also being called to pick this one, Oracle. Okay, so Devoted and Oracle. Okay guys, I kind of zoomed in on these a little bit so that way you can see them better. But with this card right here, the Devoted card, I'm getting a message that there's some type of project or idea or something that the universe wants you to focus on and start working on. I'm not sure if you guys already have some type of idea that you've been wanting to start, or like for example, even if it's not like, even if you thought about it once or twice and were like, nah, never mind, I'm not gonna do that, like whatever it is, a new project or business or some type of new idea that you've been kind of thinking about, Spirit is saying focus on it, work on it. But also while you focus on it and work on it, kind of also take time for your personal self. It's very important for you to take time for your personal self, your own whatever makes you happy. Like whatever makes you happy, focus on your personal life and yourself too, but also to go ahead and start working on this project. Now, if you're like, what are you talking about? I have no idea, I don't have any ideas that I was thinking about, I don't have any projects or like business or new idea, whatever, then maybe Spirit is saying that to kind of, work on something, like focus on something else, and that will kind of get you focused on that thing. Like for example, I know this sounds confusing, but the best way I can describe this is, sometimes, like for example, I've had this happen in my life where you kind of get too caught up in your mind, you get too caught up in your thoughts, and there's sometimes a sense of maybe even a little bit of anxiousness, or like some people get depressed, and it helps to kind of focus on something else, like to focus on an idea or something else, to kind of give your brain the chance to focus on something that's not its own thoughts, so you can kind of help get out of it. So, but anyways, the main message for this card is there's a new idea or some type of business or some type of project that Spirit really wants you to focus on. But the other message I'm getting is that it also wants you to collaborate with people, because whatever this idea, project, or whatever you have in mind, or Spirit is wanting you to undertake, it can help people. So let me know if this resonates. Like I'm curious if you pick this pile, what is Spirit talking about? What, do you guys have an idea or something that you've been wanting to kind of go after, but like kind of put it to the side? But also, Spirit is saying that they want you to collaborate with people or like work with people, and that this project or idea is also going to help a lot of people. Another thing I'm noticing is, this person has their eyes closed, and it almost looks like they're dreaming things up. Like it's a dream. I'm also getting like a meditation, like maybe they're looking within, meditating. This picture looks very peaceful to me, not only because their eyes are closed, but also like this reminds me with the mountains in the back, and all of that. It kind of reminds me of Arizona, but at the same time, like, it's probably not, since we see, like, you know, I don't know, what is this? Is that a parakeet? You know, I don't think they have those in Arizona, but Arizona is a state in the U.S. But for all of you who are, like, you know, in other countries. But anyways, so this is, you know, very peaceful picture. And with this card right here, which is the Oracle card, Spirit is asking you, and look, do you see how it's all purple? And the purple is usually for consciousness, right? Like psychic intuitiveness, your higher power, your consciousness, your third eye. So with this Oracle card right here, I'm getting a message that the universe really, really wants you to connect with your third eye. They want you to meditate if you're not already doing it. They want you to really, really connect with your higher self. Basically level up spiritually, because you can do it. I think whoever's watching this pile is a very spiritual person already. You know, obviously you guys have like some spirituality because you're watching this video, right? But I'm talking about like a lot more spiritual than like usual, you know. I think you guys can really, really like do some third eye meditations, or, you know, open up your third eye. And there's a really specific message here for someone, or maybe, you know, all of you, that, you know, don't be afraid of receiving like clairaudient messages, okay? And what that means, clairaudience is like where you can kind of hear messages from spirit, you know. And that usually sometimes happens when you open up your third eye, but its message is meant to help you, and its message is meant for you to also kind of help others. So whatever, between these two cards, there's something that there's an idea or something you're doing or something you want to do that could help a lot of people. And Spirit is saying, work on this project, go for this idea, you know, go ahead and start on it, but don't forget about also, you know, taking care of yourself. Like, for example, you know, like just doing things that you like and things that are fun to you. You know, don't just kind of spend it all on this project or whatever. Like, take some time out for you is another message. But there's something that Spirit's saying is going to help a lot of people. They, you know, the universe wants you to collaborate with people and also kind of level up spiritually even more than you already have, and kind of do some meditations, tune into your third eye. Guys, there's like mountains here again, like in the distance. So mountains, I wonder what significance that has. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that. I'm not getting any messages specifically for like these mountains, but it's interesting that we have it in both pictures. But okay, let's pull some tarot cards so that way we get more information. Okay, I feel like I've talked enough about these two cards. Spirit, what other messages can you give us? I'm really bad at shuffling. Oops. Okay, that was quick. The moon. Okay, so guys, the moon is all about, and look, we have like the moon here too. And look, we have like the crescent moon here. So, the moon is about your, well, first of all, the moon can, you know, anytime you get this card, it can indicate being anxious and all of that, right? But the moon is also a very spiritual card, like connecting with your higher self, you know, connecting, the moon, you know, is another card for like being very intuitive. So this pile is very, very intuitive. And look, notice that we have like purple again, the purple shade, you know, which is about consciousness. And yeah, so guys, you guys are very, very intuitive and spiritual people, you know. And again, I know it sounds ridiculous for me to say that, because like anyone watching this video is gonna have a level of spiritualism, right? That's why you guys are even watching this video. But for you guys specifically, this is something important for you, like in your life, and it's something that's going to help not only you but a lot of people, is the message I keep getting. And it's through, I think, this project or idea or something like that you guys are thinking about, or maybe the universe wants you to think about. But anyway, so the moon card, you're very, very intuitive. and you know, like the moon, again, like I said, the moon card can also indicate like having some anxiety or worrying about something, but I don't think that's the case in this reading, because look at how they're sleeping so peacefully with like a smile on their face. You know, they look very comfortable. But yeah, guys, you're very, very intuitive, and Spirit wants you to channel this. Like, they want you to take advantage of this. It's going to help you and it's going to help others. Let's pick one more card regarding this. Okay, the Magician. Oh my God, guys. So again, the message is still there. You guys are very, very spiritual. And if you're not already, and you're like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm just a normal amount of spiritual. I don't even meditate. I'm sure, you know, okay, if you're thinking like that, then this might be a message for the universe telling you to start doing that, you know? Like, especially with this card, I'm getting like really, really focus on like third eye meditations, meditate. You're very, very intuitive, and you can become even more intuitive and harness that. And now that we're getting the Magician, you know, when you meditate and you really, really level up, consciousness wise, spirituality wise, you know, you become the Magician because you become more aligned with the universe, and you also become, you know, more confident, and because you kind of basically channel these messages, and then you can literally get or do anything you put your mind to, because you basically understand your potential. You know, you understand how things are working, and you basically, I guess an example I can give is, you know, when you start receiving messages, you're like, wow, like I have this connection to the universe, you know, like I'm receiving these messages, and then you just kind of become more confident, and you're like, you know what, I can do anything I put my mind to. It gives you newfound confidence, and I think Spirit is really telling you to channel that. But yeah, you guys are a magician. For those of you who are already into meditation, for those of you who are already very, very spiritual, you guys can basically attract anything you want. So whatever your dreams are, look at this person dreaming, right? Like they have their eyes closed, they're dreaming. Whatever your dreams are, even if it's wild and crazy, you can achieve it. You just have to take the step forward. But while you take the step forward, don't forget about, you know, yourself, taking care of yourself, but also meditation, you know, third eye, you know, meditations. That's the main message I'm getting here. Let's pull a few more tarot cards here. Spirit, what else can you tell us? What other messages? Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay. So the Two of Pentacles, and I'm going to get one more message. Oh, there's another card that flipped over here, and I didn't see that. So I'm just going to take these. These all kind of flipped over, and I didn't even see it. Oh, wow. We have the Sun. Okay, so with the Two of Pentacles here, guys, there's this specific message that was kind of coming out earlier. Remember when I kept mentioning with this card, I was all like, guys, don't forget to focus on yourself. You know, if you are going to focus on this new project or whatever, but just don't forget about taking time out for yourself. Well, there's another message here again about the universe saying that they want you to kind of balance your maybe work time with personal time, or maybe even the time that you spend with others, but maybe also they're saying also make time for yourself is a message I'm getting. Okay, another message is that, you know, when you do start kind of chasing after your dreams and all of that, Spirit is just kind of saying that don't forget to focus on yourself, okay? Like they want you to have this balance. But also, I feel like with the Magician here and Seven of Cups, you have a lot of options for what you can do and what you want. So if some of you guys who are watching this pile are kind of confused on maybe what you want to do next in life and all of that, you know, this is another message saying that you're a very, very spiritual person. You're very intuitive. You're in touch with your higher consciousness. It wants you to kind of work on that more to make it even stronger. But you guys have all the options in the world that you can kind of pick. and it's going to be successful. Like whatever you do is going to be successful because you're the magician. So what do you truly want? What is something that kind of keeps coming in your mind and you're like, you know what, I really want to do this, but maybe you guys are like, how am I going to be able to do this? Will I be able to do this or not? Well, Spirit is saying, yes, you can do whatever you put your mind to. So from all these options, pick the one that you want the most, focus on it. Collaborate with other people is a message I'm getting. Keep working on your consciousness and your intuition, make it stronger, and you will get whatever you want. We have the Sun here, which is like, my two favorite cards in tarot are the Ten of Cups and the Sun, because the Sun is just happiness, fulfillment, like you feeling very peaceful with yourself and with everything that's happening in life. So, this is, you guys have, I think, maybe you guys already understand this, but you guys are a lot more powerful than you think or So anything that you want to do in life, you're going to get it. So just go after it. I'm going to pull a few more cards for more messages. Spirit, what else can you tell us for pile number 1? What messages? Okay, we have embracing. And let's pull one more. Okay, and we have pleasure. So exactly. So guys, again, don't forget to take time out for yourself. Okay, that's the main message I'm getting here. Do not forget to take time out for yourself. I don't know if you guys are working somewhere where like it kind of either you're very focused on it, or it's like taking up time, so that way you can't really do things that you want to do. That's kind of the message I'm getting here. Tell me if that resonates at all, guys. Leave me a message below. I'm very curious to see if any of that resonates. But also, with this embracing card here, with this embracing card, it's, okay, it means that some of you guys, either you are, it can indicate, so the main message I'm getting, it's kind of hard for me to bring through. And guys, this is crazy. Do you see the orange here? Do you see the orange? And then, I don't know if you can see in this picture, up here, maybe I can zoom in more, but you see the mountains in the back, and this card is kind of reminding me of this, where it's like orange and there's mountains in the back. So there's, again, this kind of reoccurring message here. And what Spirit is saying is that, when you feel very emotional, or too emotional, or maybe not emotional at all, they're saying just embrace it. Just embrace the emotions, embrace the times that kind of get a little bit murky for you, embrace all of your emotions. And if you feel like you're not emotional enough, like you don't feel anything, then this could be another message about, really like meditating, and that's gonna kind of fix that issue. Like it's gonna open up to where you can experience both emotions, good and bad, and it's going to help you kind of level up there. That's a really strange message. I don't know why I got that really weird message, but because the message here from Spirit is that sometimes whoever's watching this pile, they're either not emotional at all, or like very emotional, and they're asking you to kind of maybe bring some balance to that, and that balance you can achieve through like meditation and all of that. So if you guys are struggling with that, maybe being emotional, like too emotional or not emotional at all, and you were kind of wondering about that, this is just a message from Spirit. I feel like I got many different messages in this reading for you guys. Okay, and finally, guys, one of the last messages here with this card's pleasure is that Spirit wants you to embrace your life. Okay, just kind of slow down, embrace your life. If you haven't been doing fun things for yourself, or things to kind of make yourself happy, go ahead and do that. There is that reoccurring message here that like don't forget to like do things that you like, don't just do things that other people want. Or if you're focused on something like work or something like that, don't forget to focus on yourself as well. give yourself some love, do something that like makes you happy. Like for example, me, I don't know, I'm kind of weird in the fact that me personally, meditation makes me happy. Or like watching my favorite show, like for example, what's that new show that I'm hooked on right now? Why can I not remember that? I think it's because I'm on the spot right now, but The Good Morning, that show with Jennifer Aniston and I think Reese Witherspoon. I'm, I love getting a bowl of popcorn and just watching a show, and that's what I like doing. I like meditating. I love tarot cards. Like I do readings for myself all the time, off camera. So yeah, just do things for yourself, basically, is the main message, kind of coming through. I mean, not the main message, but one of the messages coming through. Don't forget to balance, work life and other people with yourself. Like, get some time out for yourself too, and that you remember that you're the magician. Keep working on your spirituality, your higher self, meditation, look within, go after this project that you have in mind, focus on that as well. And remember, you're a very intuitive person. You can also get anything you want and anything you put your mind to. That's like the quick summary there. Okay, thank you guys for watching this reading. I'll see you at the next one. Okay, bye y'all. Hey y'all, pile number 3, welcome to your reading. So you guys pick the amethyst. Okay, so let's get started. I'm asking the universe, what messages does the universe and your spirit guides have for you? Okay, so let's get started, see what comes up. Okay, what messages do you have for pile number 3, spirit? I suck at shuffling, by the way. What messages do you guys have for pile number 3? What messages, spirit, do you have for pile number 3? Okay. This is, oh, okay, we finally got something. Okay, we got aligned. For some reason, when I bought this deck, it came kind of bent. Do you guys see this? There's like a little bend to it. So it's been really frustrating because I'm using this for this reading, but like the cards are a little bent. But anyways, but okay guys, so about this card right here, there's a few messages coming through, and there's one very specific one too. First of all, I feel like whoever picked pile number 3, you guys are very, very sweet, loving people who want to take care of people. It's like, or if you don't want to, I'm getting a message that you take care of people. You're very welcoming, and I feel like you make other people feel good. Like you have a very pleasant, I don't know if you guys live somewhere or your apartment or something like that has a very pleasant environment. If or when people come over, they feel very good there. Like it's a very pleasant, nice place, very peaceful place, and you make people feel good, you make people feel welcome, is what I'm getting. And so that's a message coming through, and spirit is saying, keep remaining like very, very serene, very calm and warm and loving and caring, because people do really love that about you, and it's a really good trait. And I'm also getting a message that you're not very materialistic. Like it's not like you're a very materialistic person or very power hungry or anything like that. A spirit is saying that continue working on making your inner life rich. And you can do that through like meditation, very spiritual practices and all of that. So that's one of the, kind of things coming through. And another message coming through is, focus on yourself. Not only focus on yourself, but also focus on one thing at a time. So spirit is saying, like, take your time when you're doing things, focus on one thing at a time. I'm not sure why this message is coming through. I don't know if you guys feel overwhelmed sometimes, if there's a lot of things going on or something, but spirit's saying that just to like create a checklist, just focus on one thing at a time, remain very calm, and that will be very helpful for you. But there is something here about about you, taking care of people. I don't know why that message keeps coming up. So leave me a message below in pile number 3 or leave me a comment below if you guys, if this resonates, like, do you guys take care of someone, you know, like either a pet or elderly or something like that, or were you thinking about taking care of someone? Because Spirit is saying this is like a green light, like, yes, you should take care of someone, or not you should take care of someone, but if you're thinking about it, go for it. You know, you have a very loving, inviting, welcoming energy, and even the place you live in is very calm, a very nice, pleasant, warm environment, and it can be beneficial to someone, and it can even be beneficial to you, you know, so keep that up. And yeah, that's a very, very specific message. Wow, I was not expecting like such a specific message, like right off the bat, you know. Let's get some tarot cards. Spirit, what messages do you have? Sorry if you heard a creaking, that's my chair. What messages do you have for pile 3? Okay, we got the Fool. Okay, and then let's get one more. So the Fool is, you know, someone kind of being kind of free-spirited. Also, you know, since it starts with 0, right? It's a major arcana that starts with 0. It can also mean like the beginning of something. Okay, so there's like something new starting, or you're at the beginning of something, and you're going in it very kind of, you know, open, naive, just rolling with it is the message I'm getting. But let's see what else. Spirit, what other message do you have for pile 3? Oops, okay. So we have this, oh my god, my favorite, one of my favorite cards, guys. It's this card, the 10 of Cups, and the Sun. That is like my favorite. But yeah, guys, it's like, you know, I feel like this pile, from what I'm getting, is, I feel like you guys might be in a pretty decent place, you know, like emotionally is what I'm getting. It because the aligned card came out, so I'm feeling that most of you guys are already kind of aligned with the universe and spirit. Maybe you guys already perform spiritual practices and all of that, and if not, then maybe this is what you're going to be starting. You see her, you know, this person's eyes are closed, and it's all purple, which purple usually, you know, indicates like intuition, your consciousness, and the fact that we're getting, you know, that you're stepping into something with kind of your heart open, a little bit naive, like something like the beginnings of something. And then we got the 10 of Cups, which is all about, you know, family, happiness, you know, celebrating, getting together. Yeah, so Spirit, can you give me more information on this? It is kind of confusing. I'm going to use a different tarot card deck. Spirit, okay, so we already got one. Let's see what this says. Okay, we have the 7 of Cups. Okay, so some options here. And then let's go ahead and get a few more. Spirit, what can you tell me about this message? Okay, and we got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so I wonder if you guys are, for some reason I'm getting, maybe some of you guys are getting some generational wealth. I don't know if there's someone that you are taking care of that could be helping you financially, because I am getting a little bit of like a family situation here, you know, and you being the Queen of Pentacles, meaning financially abundant, and it seems like you're maybe on your way to this financial abundance, but it's like through family. Let's get a few more cards regarding this. Spirit, what message do you have for pile number 3? Can you give us more info? Yeah, guys, so it's like you're working with a community or like a group of people, but it's kind of bringing you some like wealth. And maybe that's why I was getting this message that you're not a particularly power hungry, you know, person. It's not like you even desire being super wealthy or anything like that. I think maybe it's you possibly already have it, or you're going to have it. So then, the message is for you to kind of focus on yourself, kind of, stay aligned, focus on your spirituality. And I don't know why this message is confusing me. Guys, if you picked pile 3 and you know what this is talking about, leave me a comment below. I'm so curious. I'm gonna get some more information here, okay? Spirit, what else can you tell me about this? Okay, so we have solitude. Okay, and then I'm gonna get one more. Okay, and we have love. So guys, this is perhaps, I wonder if this has to do with your love life, possibly. Since we have love come up here, and we also have like the family card come up. So guys, I'm getting the message that love is coming into your life. Okay, so with this card right here, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. With this card right here, this is such a pretty card. Yeah, there's like love coming into your life. It's like you guys are going to be surrounded by love, or you're already surrounded by love, like people who love you, who care for you. And what I'm getting is that there's something here where, your home is a really nice place. It's like, you have like domestic harmony, like peacefulness, and like an amazing home life is what I'm seeing here. And it's like you guys are kind of through family, and through family, somehow you guys are going to be working with people. I don't know if you're working with their family here, and through that, it's like you're getting a lot of love. I think there's things happening in your romantic life that are good, and if you're not with anyone yet, I feel like love is coming in, and maybe that's why I'm seeing all of this, where you're going to be around family, you're working with people, but you're also kind of, the Three of Pentacles means when you're working with people in partnership, but it's like helping you financially. And we also have the Queen of Pentacles here, where you're financially, there's like abundance coming. And I got that message where it was kind of telling me that you're not a particularly, you're not a person who kind of cares too much about being rich or being wealthy. But I do see that maybe that's because you're already there, like you already have enough, and now you're just want to focus on your inner happiness, and how you feel, or if this is just what's coming through family, through some partnership, through love. Yeah. And it's like, with this card, it's like you having a lot of options of something. Let me clarify the Seven of Cups real quick with tarot. So Spirit, can you please tell me why the Seven of Cups is here? Why is the Seven of Cups here, Spirit? Why is the Seven of Cups here? So we have Four of Swords, which is kind of just resting. And, okay, so what I'm getting is that you have a lot of options, but you're contemplating them. I don't know what these options are, like things you can do, or options in what is confusing me a little bit specifically. But it's like you're still thinking about it, or you're kind of not really taking action on it yet. Let me get one more card here. Spirit, can you give me one more card regarding this message? Okay, so we have the Emperor. Guys, I think there's some romantic stuff coming in for you guys. It's like you guys, through this, love or romantic situation, I feel like you guys are going to become even more financially abundant, than you already are. And, because I'm seeing the Emperor, and we have the Queen of Pentacles here. So the Emperor kind of indicates to me like some type of like organization, some type of authority. So, you know, sometimes the Emperor to me even kind of indicates like a father figure, you know? So there's some shift happening in your family life, in your home life, romantic life, where you're working with people, but you know, Spirit's also kind of giving me a message to make sure you take time out for yourself. Like if you have to, you know, step away, you know, be alone for a little bit. If you need to take a break, you don't always have to be around people, working with people, family. So there's also that message too, to kind of take care of yourself, kind of rest, and kind of think about yourself too, is what I'm getting. But guys, tell me in the comments below if this reading makes sense, because to me this reading confused me. But let me know if I did a good job. Did I bring the message through? And I'm very curious about what is going on here too. But I do see that love is coming in. You guys are like working with someone, like in an organization, maybe with family, but it's benefiting you financially somehow. And Spirit is saying that this is like a new beginning for you. You're kind of stepping into this, you know, like kind of naively, but not in a bad way. It's just you're like, hey, I'm open to this experience. Let's do this. And yeah, so, but don't forget to kind of take some time out for yourself too, okay? But yeah, guys, leave pile number 3. You have to leave me a comment. If you pick this pile, tell me if this resonates at all, or if it doesn't resonate. And if it does resonate, tell me what this is talking about. I'm very, very curious. I'll see you at the next reading, guys. Bye, y'all. Hey y'all, pile number 4, this is your reading, and you guys chose the Rose Quartz. Let's get started. Basically, I'm asking Spirit, what are some messages they want to give you? Okay, what are some messages they feel like you need to hear? What kind of messages do they want to share with you? So let's get started. Okay, Spirit, what messages do you have for pile number 4? What messages do you have for pile number 4? Okay. What messages? I think there was another pile where I was shuffling for a long time and it took forever to get a message from these cards. Spirit, what messages do you have? Okay. Wise. Okay, we've been getting a lot of purple cards lately. Okay, y'all, for this pile, I feel like I need to kind of read the description of this card because there's a lot that's coming through with this card. So, for example, you know, it's saying that you're a very rational and a logical person. Like, for example, you can easily kind of create and kind of establish strategies that bring projects to life, and you can kind of just, you know, make your desires happen. You're also very shrewd and reasonable, so you're very logical. You kind of observe people before you speak, you know, so you're kind of meticulous about that. And people trust you. I feel like you're someone people trust, you know. So you come off very mature, like very mature, kind of having your stuff together. I'm also getting from this card that you're disciplined and you're very patient, and you're able to kind of, you know, harness the discipline and your patience to like your work life or your projects or ideas you're working on. And whatever happens around you, you kind of stay on course. Like you don't deviate, you know, if drama or like whatever's happening in your life, like you are still able to kind of focus. And that's amazing. Not everyone can do that, guys. And another thing I'm getting is that you do have this natural kind of ability to emotionally distance yourself. And that kind of helps you like protect yourself from the outside world and kind of, you know, keep to yourself, and that kind of helps you not get thrown off, you know, or offended or kind of affected by people around you. So you kind of have this ability to shield yourself off emotionally, and you can kind of stay stable because of that. So, you know, all the little demands and pressure of the outside world kind of doesn't get to you because of that. And guys, not a lot of people can do that. So hats off to you. This is awesome. But for some reason, another message coming through is that Spirit thinks that you might be kind of afraid of some of your abilities, you know, like you being like everything I just described in you. Does it kind of trigger any trauma in you, or do you think it's from like a trauma response? But anyway, Spirit is saying don't let those things kind of frighten you, you know, and just kind of put all your like old fears and memories and experiences kind of in the past, because I think overall you guys are doing really, really well. And another message that's coming through with this card is Spirit, and this is a part that I'm going to read off the book, but Spirit is asking you to recognize particular qualities that you possess and develop or strengthen others. So for example, if any of those qualities, you know, that you have, like maybe some of the ones I just listed out to you earlier, if you have any of those qualities, and again, the same message is coming through, if any of those bother you or frighten you, try to understand why. Like, for example, are you holding on to any fears or old memories that were painful, or old experiences that were kind of hurtful, or any beliefs, you know? If you're holding on to any of those, Spirit is kind of asking you to like let those go and release those things. And but overall, like I feel like you're a very self-assuring person, and for that reason you can kind of be influential, you know, like again, people trust you, they rely on your wisdom. Yeah, and I feel like you have pretty strong and powerful like inner impulses, and those kind of help you kind of act quickly or help others quickly. So guys, I honestly feel like you guys would make a good leader too. If you're not already a leader in something, like, you know, those are the vibes I'm getting. But let's get more information, Spirit. Oh, that was quick. We have the Queen of Swords. Oh my God, guys. So the Queen of Swords is someone who is very like direct. You know, they don't get caught up in the emotional stuff. They're still able to, even if there is emotional stuff going on, they're able to cut right through that with their sword and be very clear. You come off very like intelligent. The Queen of Swords is very intelligent, very determined, you know, has a lot of knowledge. And the Queen of Swords is someone who knows how to make the best of any situation. You know, when things aren't going right, the Queen of Swords is someone who can kind of reach for the clear, you know, unbiased, kind of logical solution. So you have a lot of wisdom. Wow, okay, guys, I love it. It seriously, this card like literally talks about everything this card talked about. Okay, Spirit, what other message do you have for pile 4? I'm really bad at shuffling, I'm sorry guys. Oh, okay, we have the 9 of Swords. So wow, a lot of purple. Do you guys see all the purple here? Like, do you guys see that? Like almost every card here is purple, and you know, these are from different decks. Like for example, I mean, these 2 cards are from the same deck, but this one's from a different deck. And even this deck right here, that's the same. These 2, it's called the Baby Tarot. There's a lot of cards in here that are not purple, you know. But anyways, okay, so the 9 of Swords can indicate anxiety, you know, like kind of, you know, basically staying up at night. Like, do you see how, you know, this person's in bed right now and they kind of appear a little bit anxious? So keeping yourself up at night due to kind of anxiety, fearful thoughts and all of that. So let's see why that is there. Spirit, can you clarify this 9 of Swords for me? Here, I'm going to use a different deck. Spirit, can you please clarify the 9 of Swords for me? Why is the 9 of Swords here? Okay, we got one. So the Hermit mode. So I wonder, some of you guys are a little bit withdrawn right now. Like, are some of you guys a little bit withdrawn right now, kind of keeping to yourself a little bit, kind of isolated, a little bit introverted lately? you know, due to just maybe protecting yourself from people, or not wanting the extra drama, or something you're anxious about or feel fearful about. There's something that's kind of keeping you like this, and we kind of got this message slightly from this card as well. I mean, you're a very wise person, but there was a message coming through this card as well, that you guys have some memories, or something happened to you, some memories or some experiences that kind of scare you a little bit or frighten you a little bit, and that's how you kind of have this shield up, and you're protecting yourself from other people in the outside world, and Spirit's really asking you to kind of let go of this, you know. You're very, very intelligent and smart and logical and disciplined. There's no way that someone's going to be able to hurt you again, because when we experience horrible stuff in our life, trust me, I have too, you know, like horrible stuff, and yeah, sometimes it makes you want to just kind of be in a cocoon and be like, you know what, screw people, like, I'm done with people, I'm just going to keep to myself so that way I don't get hurt. But you know, when we experience these things, we're getting smarter and wiser. So the same thing is not going to repeat itself again. Do you get what I'm saying? Sorry, I'll be right back. I think I just heard a doorbell ring. Sorry about that, guys. Someone rang my doorbell, but it wasn't even it was a wrong house or whatever. But anyways, okay, let's continue. What other messages do you have for pile number 4, Spirit? What other messages do you have for pile number 4? What other messages? Okay, we have the Judgment card. Okay, so Spirit's asking you to kind of keep things balanced. So Spirit is asking you to kind of keep your emotions balanced. You know, don't go so hard extreme, like to like, you know, kind of with the hermit mode, being withdrawn and all of that. It wants you to kind of keep all your emotions balanced, you know. And again, like I said, you know, as we learn, as we go through certain crap in our life, it does make us smarter and wiser. You're already a really intelligent and smart person, and Spirit thinks that some of this carefulness that you have in you is from like a past hurt or from some past betrayal, and Spirit is really asking you to kind of like leave it in the past, to release your fears, and that you're gonna be okay. Like, you know, whatever happened to you in the past, it's not gonna repeat itself because you learned from it, you know. So let's get some more cards here. Spirit, what other message do you have? Ooh. Okay, so we have this one that kind of came up here. It's the Page of Swords. Let me clean this up, guys. So again, with the Page of Swords, you're a very curious person. You're very intelligent. You know, you're very witty, and you know, this we already kind of saw from the other cards. So let me pull a few more cards. Spirit, can you give me more information? Any more messages for pile number 4? Okay, so we got Voyage. Okay, and then we have Community. So guys, I feel like for most of you, there is some community around you that Spirit wants you to embrace. Like, maybe, you know, meet up with them more, or kind of open up to them. Maybe not put your kind of defenses or shield up in front of them, because trust me, whatever happened in the past, whatever bad experience you felt, it's not gonna happen again, because you're so much more wiser and intelligent now. And you know, you had to kind of go through this journey. Like, whatever happened to you in the past, whatever hurts and all of that, it had to happen for you to kind of learn and kind of you know, basically wise up, you know, in quotations, because you're already a wise person. But like, we all have been through crap, you know, that life throws at us, and it's just to get us to level up, to get us to see certain things and learn from it. And that's exactly what happened here. But there is a community that I feel like you're kind of like, maybe you like these people. It could be coworkers, or it could be some people around you. You actually really like them, but maybe because of you being in this hermit mode, kind of you know, having your defenses up and kind of having a shield up that you formed around you, this protective shield, you're kind of not really kind of I mean, I'm sure you engage with them, but maybe you're not going fully into, you know, this group. So Spirit's just kind of asking you, you know, you can trust these people. Obviously, don't blindly trust anyone, you know, you've learned that. But, you know, you can kind of put your shield down a little bit, put your kind of swords down a little bit, and that it's safe to do so. Okay, my camera might die here soon, so if it abruptly gets cut off, I'm so sorry. But let's pull one more card, okay? I'm very curious. Let's do another tarot card. Spirit, what are any more messages you have for pile number 4? Okay, so this wants to come out. Again, swords, guys. Swords just keep coming up for you guys. This one's the 6 of Swords. Here's one last message for you guys. Spirit is saying that you guys are moving towards smoother waters. We have water here too, and you know, these two are on a voyage, is on a, like, there's a change happening. They're traveling somewhere else. And same with this right here. You guys are on your way to smoother waters, and you're leaving the past behind. So do you see how they're traveling on a boat away from the past? You know, these little mountains right here. Think of these little mountains right here as your past. And you guys are traveling somewhere else. So basically change is coming, okay? Change is coming. You guys are traveling towards smoother waters. You can kind of, you know, like, not put your defenses up as much, because trust me, things are going to be okay. You're not going to repeat past patterns. You're much wiser now. You're much smarter. And same with these two, like, they're both on water and they're both traveling, right? So there's change coming for the better, and you guys are traveling to a smoother place, a place that is much better than where you're at right now. And Spirit is saying it's safe for you to engage, you know, with different communities, wherever your heart desires, and to kind of put your defenses down, put your shield down a little bit, that you're going to be okay. Release any old hurt that happened to you, any old betrayal, any old pain, any old fears, because better things are coming for you guys, okay? Pile number 4, please leave me a comment below if this resonated. I'm curious to hear, like, what happened. Why is Spirit giving you this message? I'm very curious, and let me know if it resonated at all, okay? Take care, guys.